Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your November 2023 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We will start off with the sound bowl just to tune into the energy. You can join me if you like. I'm going to take a breath in and a breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, Pisces, let us see what the month is bringing you. We're going to do a cross of truth. That is going to show me where you are at, what you want, what's working in your favor, the challenge for the month, and then the outcome. We will clarify and we will also get some advice from Spirit. Please be mindful that energies are non-gender specific. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And of course, ooh, the sun wanted to jump out over there. Very nice. And of course, thank you so much to my subscribers. Thank you for watching. It's obviously completely free if you'd like to subscribe. And if you do resonate with this video, please do give me a like, a thumbs up. It helps my channel. Okay, Pisces. Page of Wands wanted to jump out there. Okay. The current energy is the Three of Swords. Okay. The Desire, Four of Cups. What's working in your favour is the Knight of Wands. The challenge for the month is the Nine of Swords. And the outcome is a Six of Coins. Very nice. Okay. So Pisces, we've got a couple of things that are going on at the moment. It feels like you are recognizing, as you start off the month of November, this energy of the Three of Swords, which is typically sadness, typically an aching heart. Okay, I'm picking up from some of you. You're a water sign, so you are connected to your emotions quite a lot. So for some of you, I'm picking up on global catastrophes and how they're affecting the heart space within you, and you're trying to make sense of that. For others of you who might be going through a bit of a heartbreak or a split in a relationship, it doesn't always have to be romantic. It can be something, a family member, a split from a work. The desire here is you kind of want to turn around. You want to bring love back into the situation. You're wanting something new to come on in. We are going to clarify, but for some of you, I'm feeling like you've been at the receiving end of an emotional turmoil, and now you're at the point where you're trying to make sense of it, trying to make sense of a type of loss. Now, anything that relates to heartbreak or pain is really normally to do with a type of separation, feeling that you're unheard, unseen, unconnected to some degree, okay, where there was connection beforehand. So those are the things that you're kind of dealing with now. We will clarify, so don't worry. The desire here with the Four of Cups here is to, even though you feel like, okay, well, at least I've gone through the big roller coaster ride, and I feel a bit more connected with my emotions, right, and understanding them, you are wanting that fourth cup. There's another cup there on that block next to the man, okay, but he can't see it. The fact that this is turning up in your desired aspect tells me that you are ready to receive love again. You are ready to either receive some sort of blessing, some sort of apology, okay, but you also are a little bit careful not to stir the boat. You don't want to get to this position again. So as long as it can be done peacefully, that's where you're at, because I'm getting a type of vulnerability with you as you start the month off in November. It is getting better, so don't worry, but there is a type of rawness to your energy starting off the month. So while you do want to embrace more love and be in receiving of lovely gestures that come through, I do feel like it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because you don't want to totally lose yourself in it, because you are still at quite a raw place. All right. The fact that the Four of Cups has turned up, though, does tell me that you're open to it. You are open to it, but I would say within reason. Okay, so nothing too much, nothing too dramatic. Then we move on to what's working in your favor this month is a Knight of Wands. And I can tell you for sure, this energy is paying off by the end of the month. Okay, Knight of Wands is all about being inspired, action orientated, getting out and actually making stuff happen. Okay, it's a very fast kind of energy. It's a real kind of a vibrant energy of getting things done. Okay, so there seems to be a type of compartmentalized between the heart and the head, and just kind of going, okay, what is it that I can actually physically do? Now, in some degrees, that could be as way of distraction, right? Just to kind of, sometimes we do need distraction in our lives when we've been going through something difficult, just so that time can pass, so that we're in a better position to process something. Okay, but it is definitely going to pay off. Now, the challenge here is you still are being triggered in the sense of trying to intellectualize a situation. This is a card typically of anxiety, worried about your sense of protection, worried about the bills, worried about what's next, what's coming up next after. Because what happens is when we have a bit of a raw period, a heartbreaking period, life can look very, very different, and it's very difficult to know where you sit within that, because it's new and things are going to change, and it's very it does cause some grief in terms of, well, now how do I apply myself? Well, you absolutely can apply yourself, and this is showing up only as a challenge. So I don't see it massively. I just feel that maybe in the middle of the night you wake up and you're like, oh God, what am I going to do about this? Or where you feel slightly insecure. But it is I don't see it kind of overriding the whole month. It's just one of those things that's just going to kind of tag at you a little bit. By the end of the month, though, your work is paying off. We've got the Six of Coins here. So you are in the receipt of some sort of monetary gift or material gift. Okay, and sometimes this could talk about equal exchange of finances, the energy that you put into it. You see the payback, but I'm really kind of getting that this is something, a gift that's come on in. I don't see it as a particular, because with the Six of Coins that comes up, it is karmically owed to you. So it's not like you're working towards something, you get the results from that thing that you worked on. This is a karmic balance that's coming on in for you. And so it's really interesting, because we do have we've got 5 cards, 4 elements showing up, right? And the Swords is the one that's happening twice in the head body, right? But it seems to me like the emotional body is the thing that's a little bit topsy-turvy. The head may be overworking a little bit. You're physically doing stuff, which is really, really positive. And so your mind may not even be on the material items, because you just need to kind of make sure that you're healthy inside, right? But you are going to get that paid back to you. So, very nice. Still a bit of a tricky time to move through though, but let us clarify and see what we've got. Because it may be that you're at the end of a lot of these energies, and so clarifying will help me understand that, okay? So, let's look at this Three of Swords, please, for Pisces. What has created all this turmoil? Oh, the Sun. So we did have the Sun turn up, and in this deck over here, it jumped out, remember, at the beginning of the reading? So the Sun is illumination. So it really is coming to light the things that have been causing quite a lot of disruption and heartache in your life, okay? It feels to me like you might be moving out of it. The Sun talks about abundance. It talks about vitality. This I'm sort of getting a strength of when you've gone through a bit of a dark time, sometimes we reach a point where we've had enough. And not in the point of like surrendering or giving up, and to the point of having enough and kind of going, okay, well, I see how it is, and I'm gonna pick myself up. I'm going to pick myself up and put myself back on the horse. It's got that kind of energy to it. So it's not like a type of surrender or quitting in any respect. I see it more so as, wow, this really affected me. My mental body is trying to process. It's like the follow-up to a situation that was very, very difficult. And when you see the light in it, you kind of can look back on the situation, kind of go, holy moly, that really kind of, that knocked me for six. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling more so. Do we have anything more about this Three of Swords? I can't be very, very specific because we've got, it's a general reading. We have the Page of Swords coming up over here. So the information, the illumination that's coming forward about the situation is through some sort of cause of medium of communication. Okay, so some communication is coming on in at the beginning of the month that's bringing light to the situation, either a difficult situation that happened in the past or something where you're still feeling the remnants of it, but now you see it for as it truly is. Okay, so Page of Swords are messengers. It could also be for some of you, maybe just some cutting words where you're like, oh wow, now I understand how you feel. And it can be a bit heartbreaking. So if someone, you know how people sometimes, they can be quite rash with their words or quite blunt with their words. And maybe they were kind of had a bit of a mask on beforehand. And now it's like, oh wow, okay, I see what you really think now. It has a little bit of that energy too. So, Four of Cups. Can we clarify the Four of Cups, please? Thank you. Queen of Wands. There we go. So I'm trying to get it to focus for you. Okay. What else do we have? We've got sunflowers now twice in your reading. So it might be a good idea. I'm just saying this because it would be lovely. Like, you just have a look at both these cards over here. We've got sunflowers in both those cards. Okay, in the Sun card and in the Queen of Wands card. So it might be useful this month. Why don't you buy yourself some sunflowers, right? Just to remind yourself that the sun always turns up every morning and can shed light on the situation. Okay, with the Four of Cups, we've got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is now turned up twice for you. Both these energies are fire. Fire is our sense of spirit, our mojo, our motivation, our action orientation. That's solar plexus energy. Okay. Now, for some of you, it could be that someone's coming towards you as the Queen of Wands energy. And the Queen of Wands energy will be someone that's got a bit of a fire in their belly, a bit feisty, very, very attractive, sexy, knows what they want and knows how to get it. Male or female doesn't matter. Okay, but this Queen of Wands would be quite lucky because she's got a black cat, and she also doesn't care, you know, what anyone thinks superstitiously about this black cat. So for some of you, you're wanting someone to come back around. Okay, you're wanting someone to come towards you with that fourth cup offering to you. For others of you, it's a sense of wanting to have your sense of independence again, your sense of freedom, your sense of feeling like you're the lead of your life. Okay, you're taking charge, and that's the thing that you're desiring. But there could be an element of like, oh, but I don't want to get too above myself, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, I don't want to, you know, maybe I don't have the energy or the capacity to do this right now. Absolutely you do, because the Knight of Wands turns up in the favored position, so you absolutely can. So it has also this energy of not fake it till you make it, but this kind of mask situation whereby sometimes if we go through a very, very difficult time, sometimes it's important to kind of pretend things are going well, all right? Because you can sometimes, you know, change the mindset in that and look in the pleasure of the moment, you know? So even if things are a little bit tricky, if there is some sort of job or some sort of position that you're applying for, some sort of venture that you want to go for, this has all the energy of feel the fear and do it anyway. okay? And but you may be kind of like weighing it up, kind of going, oh God, but do I have the energy? Do I have the internal strength to do this? Yes, you do, because whatever you do this month is going to pay off. So let's look at this Knight of Wands. Why is this Knight of Wands here, please, for Pisces? Oh, we won't take all of those. We'll take this one. Nine of Wands over here. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So this would say to me that, again, it's a kind of process of distraction. Just keep on at it, just plod on through, make things happen. You are going to feel exhausted, right? You are coming to a degree, yeah, and I don't feel like wounded warrior kind of energy. I feel more exhaustion because you kind of so busy this month. This is good. Now the Nine of Wands basically says you're so close to the finish line, because after the 9 comes a 10, okay, and then you bring home the harvest. So you may be feeling like things are a bit of a heavy burden. I mean, even this dude over here, he's carrying a heavy load on his shoulders, right? And he looks a little bit kind of battered and bruised. So it is going to feel like, oh, good Lord, I don't know if I have the energy, but you do, because it's showing up in the power position. This is going to pay off, okay? Just when you feel like, I don't even have strength, keep pushing, keep pushing. Now, Nine of Swords. Let's see what this is all about. Why is the Nine of Swords here, please, for Pisces? We've got the Nine of Swords again, we've got the High Priestess. So I do like this. Okay, so Nine of Swords has turned up twice, Knight of Wands has turned up twice. Okay, so we've got two things going on. For some of you, right, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but for some of you, you may be going through a bit, remnants or energies related to a spiritual awakening, whereby you might be opening up to more energies and forces around you. And this could be stirring your emotions and making you a bit worried, particularly as it comes to nighttime. You could be feeling these energies a little bit stronger at nighttime, okay? High Priestess just says that you're opening up, okay? That's obviously not going to resonate for everybody, but if it does, just try and asking for love, and support and protection, and you will be protected. For those of you who are undergoing something like that, of a shift. For the rest of you, if there is a particular situation that you're dealing with that is causing a little bit of stress and anxiety to the degree, I've got a big nighttime vibe here, particularly at night, then the High Priestess says, okay, try and compartmentalize the mindset separate to the intuition. This is a time this month to really identify the red flags, that first impression. Intuition is always about that first flash of knowing that you have, or it's that red flag that we tend to kind of overlook, because we want to look at the best in a situation. You don't want to believe that something is, ill-meaning. But so what Spirit here is saying is those moments that you're feeling a little bit under stress and anxious about a situation, recognize in the moment, have that higher awareness like the High Priestess does, okay, and operate from a place of intuition, even if it doesn't make logical sense, okay, and that may help your sleep patterns. I do feel like there could be a little bit of overworking this month, and so therefore sometimes when we are wired up, we don't wind down very well, and then we go to bed at night thinking of all the things that we have to do tomorrow morning, okay, so perhaps even some meditation might be helpful for you. But definitely buy yourself some flowers. I would take any instruction to buy myself some flowers. So that's what I'm saying. Buy yourself some sunflowers. You'll feel good. Okay. Now, also, because we've got the sun here that's coming up and the sunflowers, and then we have the stuff at night. So during the daytime, things are okay, and things are feeling more promising. At nighttime, it's going to feel a little bit tricky. But then you're working with the yin energy, which is the divine feminine, okay? So allow yourself to receive the information, the intuition, rather than the mind get a hold of you. Now, Six of Coins, the outcome for the month of November. Thank you. Oh, Three of Wands. Okay. So you've been waiting for this. And you've worked for it. It is karmically owed. And we got the Fool. Yes. Okay. This is really, really nice, Pisces. Okay, so by the end of the month, so having gone through a bit of a kind of, I don't want to say dark night of the soul, that usually happens typically once in a lifetime, and you know, it's not going to happen for everyone every month. But I would say there's something you've been waiting for, because we've got the Three of Wands with the Fool card over here. Okay, you've been waiting for some sort of, it's like, oh, just, why can't I just get a break? Just give me a break. Well, you're going to get it by the end of the month, okay? You've been working very hard towards it. You've put some, it's like you've planted some seeds, and now the seedlings are growing, and now you're deciding, how do I take this to the next level? How can I take the 3 into a 4, which is more solid? So this has energy attached with some sort of business idea, project, something you want to physically go out and do and make happen. Okay, and it is very, very exciting. So if you're looking for some sort of materials, resources, or funding to help you in this light, it could even be travel, but I'm not getting huge travel vibes, then you are going to be getting it. You're going to be getting a little helping hand with regards to that. So it's very nice, Pisces. So it all works out for the best. So I'm going to get an oracle card for you. This is from my Starseed deck. Of course, not all of you will resonate with being a Starseed, but we were all originally from Stardust, so you know. What does Pisces need to know, please, for November for their highest good? Thank you. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction. Let God in. Okay. Now, you don't have to resonate with the label of God. We're talking about the universe, source energy, Allah, anything that resonates with you. Okay. There is some sort of attachment that you have, maybe from this past energy, that may be filtering into the small hours at night where you are a bit anxious about a situation. There may be ways that you are trying to deal with this. Maybe, you know, we all like a glass of wine. I smoke cigarettes. I absolutely love smoking cigarettes. I don't care what anyone says to me. It's what I enjoy. We all have the things that we like. I also like chocolate and like coffee. These are my vices, but that's fine. But I do know those times when I smoke too much, and then when you're sitting there with the cigarette and you're like thinking about things, right? These things can prevent you from taking action on a situation or finding time to meditate. So there may be some sort of coping mechanisms that are helping you to deal with, particularly I would say at night time, a situation that might be causing a bit of stress. Spirit here is asking you to just loosen a slight grip on that attachment. Okay, so yes, it could be some sort of addiction. It could be some sort of it's just got a very heavy feel to it. So if possible, try and switch things up. I know it's easier to say this from where I'm sitting, okay, but maybe you can find substitutes. Okay, so whereby, you know, for example, me, if I was highly stressed out, I'd be at nighttime, I'd be smoking like a chimney, and it wouldn't really get me anywhere. But if I were to enjoy some cigarettes, but then go for a walk at night, that might be a substitute. Okay, so I'm not advising you take up a new habit as such, like another addiction, but certainly if you find little substitutes, it kind of dilutes the extremity of the thing that maybe you'll go to. Okay, so that would be the advice from Spirit. Whatever that is for you, by the way. You know, I'm sure lots of you are kind of going, "Ew, you're so disgusting, you're a smoker," but I'm quite happy with being a smoker, so there we go. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I really hope it helped. I hope it resonated. If it did help, give me a thumbs up in the comments section, or leave a comment or share the video, whichever you desire. If you're interested in a personal reading, check out my website, lovetomore.com, and I will see you next time. Take care.